Once upon a time, far away from the noise of the modern world, there existed a beautiful village where life moved slowly and hearts lived deeply. That village was called Sevalpurai, surrounded by endless green fields, tall coconut trees, and dusty mud roads. Sevalpurai carried the footprints of many generations. Near the village stood an ancient Shiva temple, silent, powerful, and timeless. Beside it lay a large sacred pond, older than memory itself. The elders whispered a legend. Once in 100 years, on a full moon night, a golden chariot rises from this pond, touches the sky, and disappears again. No one knew if it was true, but everyone believed it, because Sevalpurai believed in fate. This village was special. It had an ancient Lord Venkateshwar temple, a protective Mariamman temple, the powerful Draupadi Amman shrine, a fierce Kali temple, and also peaceful Muslim mosque. Different prayers, different paths, but one united heart. Here, temple bells and the call to pray flowed together like music. Life in Sevalpurai was simple, but never easy. Most people were farmers. They worked from sunrise to sunset, with cracked hands and tired backs, depending on the sky and trusting the earth. More than 50 years ago, education was rare, entertainment was unknown, but determination was strong. Parents carried one silent dream in their hearts. Our children should not suffer like us. They must study. They must rise. The children grew up like free birds, running barefoot through fields, laughing without fear, living in a world without screens. They played cricket on open land, kabaddi until the sun went down, gilli danda under banyan trees, hide and seek in narrow paths, and playful monkey games filled with laughter. They swam in wells and ponds, splashed water under the open sky, and flew on swings tied to ancient banyan branches. Annual holidays felt like heaven, visiting grandmother's house, staying with relatives, walking into forests to pick fruits, and chasing golden glowing insects at dusk. At night, they lay on the ground, watching stars, listening to stories, falling asleep to dreams. Sevalpurai had a government school, simple walls, basic classrooms, but inside them, dreams were born. Children rode bicycles on dusty roads, school bags tied with rope, uniforms faded by time. Their eyes carried hope. Festivals like Pongal and Deepavali were not just celebrations, they were lessons. Children helped their grandparents in fields, learning the value of food, hard work, and respect. Time moved on. Parents grew older. Hair turned grey. Hands trembled slightly. But their eyes shone brighter than ever because their children were moving forward. The children became young adults, studying late nights under dim lamps, fighting sleep, chasing dreams. One day, they graduated. Some became police officers. Some joined the military. Some became doctors, engineers, scientists, teachers, nurses, lawyers, and proud farmers. A few rose even higher. Collectors, builders, leaders. Yet, their identity remained the same. They were children of Sevalpurai. On the day they touched their parents' feet, tears flowed, not of sorrow, but of fulfillment. The dreams of a generation had come true. Even today, on full moon nights, the pond remains silent. Maybe the golden chariot never appeared, or maybe it appeared as education unity values sacrifice and love. Sevalpurai did not raise kings, it raised good human beings. And this is the greatest miracle of all. This is not just a story. This is my village. This is my life. This is Sevalpurai. Even today, Sevalpurai lives quietly, in memories and moonlight. The fields still remember footsteps. The banyan tree still holds echoes of laughter, and the pond reflects stories. Time can never erase. Parents grew old. Children flew far, but the roots remain deep in this soil. This village did not just raise careers. It raised valuous unity love. Maybe the golden chariot never rose from the pond, but it rose in the lives it shaped and the dreams it fulfilled.